Hey friends, what's going on? Sunday morning, and I just want to do a last call on the contest and a bit of commentary. I really tried to just let the the unfortunate attack on my good name. I've tried to just let it lie, but the most recent response to my contest, Barack Kadub brought up, how he supports me and is flabbergasted that someone wants to do this to me. And I just want to thank you. And I've thought about the fact that, in the past I've had contests and have had large responses, and the response to this one has been really slight. And that one of those reasons could be because some people really have, been polluted by the trolls who are determined to make trouble for me, unjustifiably and completely wrong about what they're what they're saying about me and what their whole campaign is about. It's none of their business. It is absolutely none of their business. I owe them no answers. That's why I haven't, But I will acknowledge that perhaps because the world today, level-headedness and wisdom seem to be in short supply, so it makes sense that a lot of people can be swayed by disinformation, listening to someone who doesn't know what they're talking about, and making up an opinion and going with it. It may well be the case. So be it. The reason why I stand firm is because I know the truth of my life and what's going on over here. And so I just go on with my business. It also makes sense that this happens because the world is upside down. The criminals and the bullies and the haters and some of the most horrid people are the ones who have the power, have the world's attention, are doing exactly what they want, literally getting away with murder. And here I am, just living my life. I am a decent guy. I am an honest person, and I have to deal with this shit from bumpkins that don't know. And it's a reflection. The other thing that saves me is it always turns out to be the truth, that what people do, be it positive or negative, is a reflection of them. So the people that have decided that they have it in for me, it's a reflection of them. Their lack of common sense or lack of thinking, lack of heart, lack of self-worth. So they got to aim barbs at somebody else. Oh, we'll take him down. So if that indeed is the case, that is partially why the response to my contest has been so minimal, so be it. Because like I said again, I'm not over here running a popularity contest. I don't ask people to subscribe. I've explained it a million times in my videos. I've always wanted to be able to do this. I used to fantasize about this as a little boy. What if I could have my own TV show? And it's not so much that I have a TV show now, but it's like I can get on here and I can talk. And then I can share my thoughts with the world. I love that. And this isn't the first time. I'm a retired licensed mental health specialist in the state of Nebraska. And in my 30 plus years of work, I had to deal with stalkers. I've actually had 2 stalkers where I had to get the police involved because of their mental illness. I'll speak. One was the brother of a friend who became delusional about me. Literally, his schizophrenia his delusion started to incorporate me, and which caused him to see me as, a threat. When I was just minding my own business and going to work, and next thing you know, this person's sending me really horrid, nasty emails. Showed up at my job. I had to get the police involved. It happened another time with another younger person that I was working with in his home. Highly, what is the word? Manic depressive. Would get really psychotic. And he became delusional about me to the point that it was dangerous because they thought I was his savior and had no boundaries, and just about found out where I lived. He found out, he started to basically pursue me through social media. I had to put a block on him, and he was one of my last clients, actually, before I quit my job, before I retired. He was very challenging, and he was given to me. Actually, a lot of the cases that I had before I quit were very challenging people, and they were given to me because of my track record and because of my experience. This young man recently made the news because his psychotic behavior was unchecked. He wasn't getting help, and he ended up in the news here in Omaha recently, where he got arrested for exposing himself out near an elementary school. So what I'm saying is, I see very clearly what is going on when I have to deal with mess. It's other people's mess. I didn't ask for it. I don't deserve it, and I didn't do anything except be me for it to come this way, And it's just the way it is. People are going to think what they want to think. They'll be. How do I make an illustration? So, for example, say here's the whole album cover with quite a bit of information on it. But small-minded people who jump the gun and make their own decisions are the kind of folks who might see this much of the cover and then decide they know what it's all about. You can come up with all sorts of conclusions about what the rest of the cover looks like, what it's about, what's the next word, what it means. You don't know, but you decide that you know, and you go running off to war, hurting a lot of people. This happens all the time, and this is what's happened to me. So I'm just putting it out there because, like I said, the recent response to my contest reminded me. I just ignore it. It's unfortunate that it's out there. I just go on. I just go on. It's like I don't deserve it. I don't. Those people are full of shit. They are. So that's what this one is about. It's a reminder of the contest ends tomorrow. So if you'd like to make a video and share, all the videos so far that people have shared have been very interesting, what they have to say, the music they played. It's great, So tell us about music you think the world should hear and why it means so much to you, It's great. I could say many, many other things, but I'm going to stop there. And cooler heads need to prevail. Mindfulness would be helpful if people learned it and used it, as well as wise mind. You ever heard of the concept wise mind, where the rational and the emotional meet in the middle? When we're too rational or too emotional, things are distorted. You try to meet in the middle to get some clarity. We could use some wise mind today. I don't see anyone in the media, no one in the media using wise mind. Not a single politician. Well, let me take that back, okay? There's one politician who basically is addressing, he says what the problem is, so that's clear. But generally speaking, I don't see wisdom coming from any leaders. I just see people going for what they want blindly, like spoiled children. And the other thing that I see going on in the world now where we can't seem to communicate is people are doing what children do when you get into an argument and you don't want to hear what the other person has to say. Well, we got a lot of that going on. And people can't see that they're not being mature. You know, it's like we got to grow up, folks, and it's time for some honest, hard self-examination. Instead of pointing the finger at other people, it's time to point the finger at yourself and say, what the hell is going on with me and how can I improve myself? That's what I'm trying to do.